Good morning, delegates. As the chair of UN Water, I now declare this session in. We're gonna start with the roll call, which you should each delegate can say present and voting or present. Present means the delegate will not be participating in the voting action, and present and voting means that the delegate will be participating in the voting. Okay, starting right now, delegate of Australia, delegate of Belgium, delegate of Czech Republic, delegate of Finland, delegate of France, delegate of Greece, delegate of Guatemala, delegate of Hungary, delegate of Luxembourg, delegate of New Zealand, delegate of Poland, and delegate of Slovak Republic. Thank you, delegates. Now we will continue into our country profile, which each delegate will have 2 minutes to say something about the country. We'll start in alphabetical order, starting with the delegate of Australia. Delegate, the floor is yours. Delegate, your time starts now.
Good morning, our representatives. I'm the delegate of the Commonwealth of Australia. Australia is located in the southern hemisphere, between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. It is the only country that occupies an entire continent. The country is situated in the southeast of Asia, and these closest neighboring countries include Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and New Zealand. With a population of around 27 million, its main language is English, and the head of the state is Davis Hurley. We have expected to have a GDP of $1,571 billion by the end of 2023. The capital of Australia is Canberra, while its largest city is Sydney. Australia has around 7.7 million square kilometers. The climate of Australia is composed of 4 seasons: spring, winter, autumn, and summer. Even it's very complex because in one region it can be summer, while in another one it can be winter. Australia is known for its exceptional biodiversity, characterized by a lot of unique plant and animal species in its diverse ecosystems. Australia is home of the koalas and the kangaroos. Is home of the Great Barrier Reef. It's the world's largest coral reef system that hosts a remarkable variety of marine life. Additionally,
Inform you, you have 45 seconds left. And representative of Belgium, the floor is yours. Your time starts now.
The countries already with weapons. Then Belgium, Holland, and enemies are listed. France, Germany, United Kingdom, the Netherlands, United States are Belgium allies. China, Russia, Iraq, Palestine are their enemies. In terms of knowledge and education, housing, civic participation, and life happiness, the ordinary Belgium is over the average. The national falls short is in social targets. The current economy system is covering its free market elements with interventions of the government. According to the World Bank, PPE is 594.1 billion. Given we're talking about money, the currency of money is the euro, and the most products are coal and natural gas. We have Brazil, which is the capital, and has 2 million residents. Finally, to the shore of the water, we have various cases like drought, pollution, and institution address the critical population density hard on the surface and area will make them separate the problem.
Thank you, delegate. I would like to give you the time. Thank you. Also, delegates, please refrain from using personal pronouns. Continuing on, we have the delegate of Czech Republic.
Good morning.
Delegate, the floor is yours.
Good morning. I'm the delegate of Czech Republic. Our population is 10.51 million in 2021. It's located in Eastern Europe and have 88,862 square kilometers. Our neighboring countries are Germany, Poland, Austria, and Slovakia. It was founded in January 1993. We have a parliamentary republic government. We have an active personnel of 20,000 soldiers and a reserve of 4,191. The Czech Republic joined the UN in January of 1993.
Thank you, delegate. How would you like to give the time?
To Finland.
Thank you. Continuing on, the delegate of Finland. Delegate, the floor is yours.
I'm the delegate of Finland. It's located in Northern Europe, was founded on December 6, 1917. The type of government is parliamentary republic. The year Finland joined the UN is 1955. My allies are Australia, Belgium, and for economy, the GDP is about 297.3 billion. Finland's type of economic system is mixed. The key natural resources are wood-based fuels and extensive wood resources. The major exports and imports are petroleum, cars, sandwood. The biggest trading partners are Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, and China. Talking about the United Nations, Finland is committed to participate in the maintenance of international peace and security and in a peaceful resolution of conflicts. The aim of the current government is to transform Finland into a socially, economically, and sustainable society by 2030.
Thank you, delegate. How would you like to give your time?
Michelle.
Thank you. Moving on, delegate of France.
My name is Diego Molina. I am the delegate.
Delegate, the floor is yours.
My name is Diego Molina. I am the delegate to France. France's capital is Paris. It's bound by the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, the Alps and the Pyrenees, with a population of 67.75 million people, and the flag is blue, white, and red. France was founded in 1792. The government is a unitary state, semi-presidential system. France is located in Europe. The size in square kilometers is 551,695 kilometers. The neighboring countries in the northeast are Belgium and Luxembourg. In the Mediterranean Sea are Germany, Switzerland, and in the south are Italy, Monaco, Spain, and Andorra. His official language is French, but there are several other languages spoken in the country, including German, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. His main religion is Catholicism. France joined the UN in 1946. Its role is being a member of the Security Council and holding a permanent seat, like the United States, China, the United Kingdom, and Russia.
Thank you, delegate. How would you like to give your time?
To the chair.
Moving on, delegate of Greece. Delegate, your time starts now.
Good morning, I'm the delegate of the Hellenistic Republic of Greece, a country rich in history, culture, and contributions to the world. Situated in southern Europe, Greece stands as a bridge between the East and the West, embodying a remarkable legacy that spans thousands of years. From the birthplace of our democracy and the cradle of Western civilization, Greece has left an indelible mark on human progress and enlightenment. It is a nation that cherishes its heritage while embracing the challenges of the modern world. Recently, Recently, Greece has come over some trouble because its main economy, its economy depends in tourism, and because of COVID-19, this industry was closed. So right now we are trying to work and get back to our economy and yes,
Thank you, Derek. How would you like to use the time?
to the next delegate.
Thank you. Delegate to Guatemala. Delegate, your time starts now.
Hi, I'm the delegate from Guatemala. Guatemala shares borders with Mexico, north and west, Belize to the northeast, Honduras to the east, and El Salvador to the southeast. It has a diverse landscape, including high mountains, volcanic peaks, dense rainforests, and coastal plains. The country is a home to several volcanoes, including the Jamaica, the highest peak in Central America. The capital and the largest city of Guatemala is Guatemala City. It is located in the northern part of the country and serves as the political, economic, and cultural center. Guatemala has an estimated population of around 19 million people. The population is from the mestizo, mixed European and indigenous heritage, with significant communities. Guatemala is a democratic republic with a presidential system. The president of Guatemala serves as the head of state and head of government. The country has a multi-party system and its government is divided into three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. Guatemala has a mixed economy with agriculture, manufacturing, and service sectors.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
To the chair.
Delegate of Hungary. The floor is yours.
I am Santiago Chavarria, delegate of Hungary. Hungary is a very grand country in Central Europe. It's a nation rich in history and culture with a population of 10 million persons. Founded 1,000 years after Christ, with an Hungarian official language, with an area of 3,000 kilometers. I certify that the information provided here is true and reliable in my capacity as an official representative. Budapest, the capital of the nation, is very significant historically, and culturally it is well known for its both historical buildings and administrative environment, with four distinctive seasons and a year-round average temperature of 9.7 degrees Celsius. Hungary has a continental climate. Slovakia, Romania, Serbia, Ukraine, Slovenia, Austria, and Croatia are bordering countries. Hungary economic is strong and diverse. Hungary ranks 8th globally on the Economic Complexity Index. As a sign of its robust economy, the nation has an abundance of natural resources, including water, oxide, coal, oil, and natural gas, and minerals, as well as rich land. These assets support the growth and prosperity of Hungary's economy. As a democratic republic, Hungary contributes to global institutions, including the NATO, OECD, and the Schengen area, also the United Nations, promoting stability and boosting the economy. Hungary has the ninth largest economy in the world with abundant natural resources. Get this information from worlddatainfo.com. Hungary is a dynamic country with a rich cultural legacy, political stability, a robust economy, and a focus on resolving international issues with water scarcity.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
To Luxembourg.
Delegate of Luxembourg. The floor is yours.
Good morning, I'm Javier Lasso, and I'm the delegate of Luxembourg. Luxembourg is located in the Eastern Europe, it's about 2,586 kilometers wide, and is the richest country in the European Union. Their neighbors countries are Belgium, Germany, and France, and with that countries are the ones that they export more. They export cars, iron, and a lot of things. That's why they have so much money. They have alliances that are Germany, France, Belgium, and New Zealand. And New Zealand, and they just want to enemy, that is North Korea, China, Soviet Union. They have always been a country that has a lot of money, but because of all the exports and the alliances they have, they are the most country that has small population and they maintain their mixed economy. The climate is wild and comfortable summers.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time? Delegate of New Zealand, your time starts now.
New Zealand is a small island country located in the southwest Pacific Ocean. It consists of two main islands, the North Island and the South Island. As well as the Mother Island, New Zealand is known for the stunning natural scenes
which is located in mountains, present beaches and rich rivers. It's also famous for the unique wildlife, such as the kiwi bird and the tuatara reptile, which can only be found in New Zealand. The country has about 5 million people, and the official language are English, Maori, and the New Zealand Sign Language. The capital city is Wellington, but the largest city is Auckland, and in terms of culture, New Zealand has the rich history and diverse population.
Thank you, Delegate. I would like to give your time.
To the church.
Moving on, Delegate of Poland. Delegate, the floor is yours.
Good morning, honorable delegates. The Republic of Poland is a country located in Central Europe. It is bordered by Germany to the west, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia to the south, Ukraine and Belarus to the east, and Lithuania and Russia to the northeast. It also has a coastline along the Baltic Sea to the north. Poland has a rich and complex history that spans over 1,000 years. It was one of the largest and most influential countries in Europe during the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which existed from the late 16th century to the late 18th century. Poland has faced numerous partitions, occupations, and fighting throughout its history, including the devastating impact of World War II. The capital city of Poland is Warsaw, which is also the largest city in the country, and there are many other major cities in Poland, which are often visited by many people from the world. This country is a democratic republic with a parliamentary system. The president is the head of the state, and the prime minister is the head of government. The country has a multi-party system. It has experienced significant economic growth since the fall of communism in 1989, and it has a rapidly developing and diversified market economy. Key sectors include manufacturing, services, information technology, automotive, and agriculture. Poland is also a member of the European Union. Its official language is Polish. The country has a vibrant cultural heritage with contributions to literature, art, music, and film. Poland is known for its traditional folk customs, contributions to literature, festivals, and cuisine. Most Poles identify as Roman Catholic, and the Catholic Church plays an important role in Polish society and culture.
Thank you, Delegate. I would like to give your time.
The delegate of Poland says it's your turn.
Thank you. Moving on, Delegate of Slovak Republic. Your time starts now.
Good morning, I'm Javier Navarro, and I'm the delegate of the Slovak Republic. The Slovak Republic is located in Central Europe. It has a mixed economic system and a GDP of 1.6 billion USD. Its major cities are Bratislava, Košice, Prešov, and it has a good infrastructure. The top exports and imports of Slovakia are cars, motor vehicles, parts and accessories, video displays, broadcasting equipment, and rubber tires. Its major trade partners are Germany, Czechia, Poland, Hungary, and France. Its natural resources are iron ore, copper, manganese, magnesite, lead, and zinc. The energy sources are nuclear renewables, hydroelectricity, non-hydroelectric renewables, solar, tide, wave, and fuel cell. It has a population of 5.4 million people, and its major religion is Catholic. The Slovak Republic has continuously ranked among the fastest growing economies in the OECD, and it has a climate between temperate and continental.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to give your time? Thank you. Moving on, we shall continue to the position paper. Each delegate will have 2 minutes to tell their position paper, and after each delegate is done, each delegate from the committee can have a question by raising their placards. We will start in alphabetical order, starting with the delegate of Australia. Delegate, your time starts now.
In recent years, Australia has faced weather shortages, particularly in the Murray-Darling Basin. To address this, we implemented the National Water Initiative, NWI, in 2004. The NWI main objective is to create water, use it more wisely, and protect the environment. Australia also constructs dams and reservoirs to store water. These efforts have positive outcomes like water conservation and increased storage during droughts. However, challenge arose. Sometimes we give too much water to people, leaving little amounts for the environment. This harmed ecosystems and made our water sources less sustainable. Australia's situation may differ from other countries, we can learn from our policies. Countries facing similar problems should consider creating water, improving efficiency, and investing in infrastructure. Protecting the environment and involving everyone in decision making are crucial. By collaborating and sharing knowledge, we can effectively address the global water crisis. Australia believes it's important to install filters in communities, especially those with limited access to clean water. These filters are essential for ensuring that drinking water is safe and healthy for people. The government suggests creating new water reserves by collecting rainwater. The water from these reserves can be used for drinking as well as for farming and factories. We want to help countries facing water problems by providing financial support and organizing workshops.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time? Thank you. Do any other delegates have any questions to Australia? Please raise your placards. No? Okay. Moving on, Delegate of Belgium. Delegate, your time starts now.
Belgium recognizes the importance of safeguarding water resources and has partnered with World Water to address water scarcity. In Colombia, they have implemented a types of system to provide community support. The countries undertaking water sanitation to ensure accessibility a toxic one that has been established, allowing those with limited resources to receive reforms and access sanitation. However, Belgium is concerned about increasing of growth and potential consequences. The Global Facility for Disaster Reduction and Recovery predicts a 20 chance of drought occurring in the next decade, which could lead to negative impacts on air quality, wildfires, sandstorms, and chronic respiratory diseases. Additionally, they have large including events as reported by Swiss Info. Only in July of 2021, they can claim for 11 lives and affect the development of municipalities and provinces. The economic implications are significant with potential of reduction of 6%. To address these challenges, providing water conservation through rainwater harvesting and filtration system is proposed. The polluted water will be undergo filtration process involving sediments and carbon filters to remove contaminants with light treatment technologies such as bacteria. An organism will try to receptor remove ions and other contaminants, reverses losses of the chemical integrity removal. The estimated cost of this system will be 8 million with additional expenses of maintenance. Additional financing international organizations is essential, since Belgium is a member of the European Union, which offers funding for environmental projects. The goal is to purify rainwater to preserve biodiversity and protect habitats. Villages aim at taking the environment which is desired for aquatic species to live, for example, the living animals, fish, invertebrates, plants, and especially important. However, addressing the root of water scarcity is happening climate change. Belgium aims to combat climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions through adopting renewable energy. Additionally, they plan to contribute 4 million to foundation dedicated to climate change and education.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
That's it.
Thank you. Any other delegates have any questions? Please raise your placards. Okay. Moving on, Delegate of the Czech Republic. Delegate, your time starts now.
Rivers and streams such as El River and Black Lava River are the rivers that the main rivers of Czech Republic. These rivers were contaminated a lot. They have big problems. The pollution is growing on a large scale, and every day more rivers and streams are polluted and water becomes a luxury. Also, not a large part goes to the large industry and farms. They are growing and growing. Where, where the water that reaches the pollution is affected and the quality of the water is also affected. But we don't need to blame all to the lies with the problems of rivers and streams. Also the climate change. One evidence is the great drought that is arrived and a warmer than normal climates were. This all was confirmed by the United States Department of Agriculture. This was reduced the water in the same rivers and streams. There where the demand of water has increases. The temperatures have also affected rivers and streams because there were noticed different types of algae that had not been there since because they did not survive the temperatures of the water and other organisms that engage human health. All this helps the country to be efficient in providing drinking water, and without running out the water in the process. But all this has a solution. Reforms of water sources. The second is to clean rivers and streams. All these need to
Thank
have
you, Delegate. Your time is up. Next, Delegate Freeman. The floor is yours.
Climate change is a major contributor to global issues, including water scarcity. It affects the quality by increasing temperatures and altering water corners, leading to floods and natural disasters that can contaminate water sources. Although Finland is categorized as a region with low risk of water scarcity, we still recognize that the gravity of the issue. To address this, our solution is to recycle and reuse water. Certain countries such as Oman, Australia, along with others, are more likely to experience reduced water supplies and suffer from water scarcity. To deal with this issue, several solutions can be implemented, such as water conservation, recycling and reuse of water, and integrated management of water resources. According to OAS.org, water conservation involves promoting efficient water uses in homes, industries, and agriculture. Countries like Singapore, the Netherlands, and Stockholm have successfully implemented water conservation measures, leading to significant water savings. According to the worldbank.org, water recycling and reuse can provide a reliable source of industrial and agricultural for water drinking supplies. The recycling and reuse of water can achieve through advanced water waste treatment technologies. Countries like Qatar and Israel have achieved high levels of water misuse per inhabitant through the effective implementation of recycling strategies.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
Richard.
Thank you. Any other countries have a question for opinion? Please raise your placards. No? Okay. Moving on, Delegate of France. The floor is yours.
In recent years, several regions of France have suffered from prolonged droughts that have affected agriculture, industry, and the supply of drinking water. In 2018, for example, a state of emergency was declared in several regions. Due to the drought and water restrictions, measures were implemented to reduce consumption and preserve water resources. France has not only suffered droughts but also floods. My country has several major rivers, including the Seine, the Loire, and the Rhone, which can overflow their banks during periods of heavy rain or snowmelt. In addition, France is also vulnerable to flash floods, which can occur suddenly and without warning in mountainous areas and other regions with state topography. The solution to deal with both floods and droughts in France is to implement more comprehensive and integrated water management strategies. This could involve the development of national water plan that takes into account the entire water cycle from precipitation to consumption and treatment. Such a plan could include measures to increase water conservation and efficiency, such as promoting the use of water-saving technologies in agriculture and industry, and implementing water pricing policies that encourage responsible use. It could also include the development of more extensive and effective water storage and distribution systems, including the construction of new reservoirs and the rehabilitation of existing ones.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
To achieve.
Thank you. Any other countries have questions for France? Please raise your hands. Okay, moving on. Delegate of Greece. That's it.
So as Greece,
Delegate, the time is your time starts now.
So as Greece, we have two main goals, that is the conservation of our sea or marine ecosystems, and we have as other goal the full autonomy of our islands in water and energy. So our main solution is make the desalination of water, since then now, during the last decade, it has been a model and successful model for the for Spain, that it's the plant created and designed by Abengoa, which is a green technology company with its headquarters in Sevilla. This plant was recognized with the Global Water Award of this year. This plant, what can it make is desalinate the water, and with the salmuera, which is like what this process leaves, it can make a whole new industry with this. Like this product is used for conservants, so it also is for used for geothermal energy. And for this, we would use almost $20 million that Germany and France will help with.
Thank you, Delegate. I would like to give the time
To the chair.
Thank you. Do any delegates have a question for the Greece? Delegate of Belgium.
Delegate of Greece, how desalination Delegate of Greece, how desalination will be useful for countries not near, like the sea, like Luxembourg, Czech Republic, Hungary, and Slovenia.
So just to get it clear, your question is how this will help with countries that have no. Yes, so this is mostly a project for Greece, but it also will help some other countries that are the sponsors, which they can use this technology. It's not for all the countries, but for some, and this can be a good solution.
Delegate of Belgium.
Is there a percentage of Greece know how to treat the remains of water resulting from desalination? Because as Antuka said, the world produces less desalinated water than brine, and almost all brine goes back into the environment, mostly in the oceans. And all extra salts raises the temperature of coastal waters and decreases the level of oxygen, which creates dead zones. So it's difficult for aquatic organisms to breathe in these conditions because they need oxygen to survive.
Yes, so actually what this like process do is that it maintains the water in a cycle, because it like desalinates the brine that it's like the leftover of this process can be stored in warehouses without any special process or consolidation. So what this do is that it maintains the water in a cycle, and when it's finished used by the city, we will pass some filters that it's more or less what you will use, and this will like put the brine again in the water, so we can maintain like the water brine purity.
Please, delegate of not referring to another delegate with you. Thank you. Delegate of Poland.
The delegate of Poland wants to know if your solution is supposed to solve the problems of the entire world, or if it's a solution for your country only, and how much time would it take to solve the problem?
Please do not use personal comments. Thank you.
Yes, so this was like designed or themed firstly for Greece, and then for the rest of the world, and it will the plant like construction, and to put it like working needs almost 10 years. Uh,
Delegate of Belgium.
To the delegate of Greece, the super salty substance is made of more toxic chemicals used in the desalination process. Researchers reported in journals and in the floral environment, copper and fluorine are found. How will make these chemicals not affect the humans and ecosystems?
Delegate of Czech Republic.
The chamber would want to know what happens if the process will no is not efficient, like it get contaminated the water.
And also the Slovak Republic has a question.
So the primary function of a committee is to help others. So if your solution is only for your country, what do you plan to do with it?
Here's Mateo, you already asked that question, and you asked it the
Please,
last time.
delegate.
The answer is this process have certain like controls, like every industry that will like stop the production or something if they are not, like if the end result is not going to work. Valeria,
Delegate, please do not assist the other delegates with the things.
and for the question of Belgium, the process that use chemicals is like different because what this plant does is like the natural, it like makes more fast like the natural process that it like puts the seawater in like in a heat chamber, and when it goes, it's something with heat, not with chemicals. And for Slovak Republic, it's as I said, it's a solution that was think for Greece, and it can help other countries like with shoreline like France. Yes.
Delegate of Belgium. And delegate of Czech Republic.
First, the process also needs some fluctuations on filters, so that's what the chemicals are from, I say. And the liquid is aware that the EI is already being regulated by certain countries, like your country, Greece, France, and Scotland, and we have certain process already with the water. So how your idea will be different, and how we create a change for better.
Yes, for the chemicals, I think that your solution
Do
is
not use personal pronouns.
for the chemicals, the solution that Belgium proposed, it's also filters. I understand. Yes, so it's like a similar process. And the other question was how this may be different. It's different since this is like a new project with like more modern technology, and it was like just these are made in the last years, and it has been proved that it's efficient.
Delegate of Belgium and Czech Republic. And Finland.
So here is how will you finance your idea to make it expensive, especially let's say it's not a need. For countries like Guatemala is in development.
You have a plan B when your if you do it, you have a plan B when your factories need maintenance. Like you need to, um, like all the production will be shut out to do the maintenance. What will be the plan B for the people to get water?
And to brief, if the project you said that it was new, how could you claim that that will be a solution?
Just fast, can the delegate of Finland like repeat her question?
you said that the delegate of Greece said that the project, the solution that we have is new, or how do you think this solution can be implemented
First, for Finland, the solution is new, but it's already being used in two countries, being one Spain and one the Arab Emirates, and it's working. For Czech Republic, we already have like water sources, like rivers, lakes, and underground water. So we will have like this solution, but like the reservoir will be the like the resources we already have. And for Belgium, can you repeat your question?
To the delegate of Greece again, how would you finance your idea because the technology is expensive?
So, like more desegregated countries, like it will be France and even Germany, that one of its objectives, since they are good in green technology and they already have like the money and the plan to do it. One of like their objectives for both is to help less desegregated countries, like it would be Greece.
Thank you, delegates. No more time for questions. Continuing on, the position paper of Guatemala. Delegate, your time starts now.
The monitoring and control is very important to have a control in Guatemala. Make a good quick decisions. In addition, we have most control in water. We depend on a year and gradually reduce those numbers. Involving the contribution in water conservation is good because committees can be set up as a monitor water quality, announce contaminants, and setting rules. We have alliance with other countries. It is important since it allows us to have economic and technical support that we have also to help Guatemala. Typically, things when we have to know with water, like repairing some leaks, do not need to get open, and they seem very basic things, but we still don't do it. We have to start doing them and reduce the demand for water by using it responsibly. We should provide the use of disposed cups or plates at least one region because although it may not seem like people do not use them, the drains are full of garbage every time it rains.
Thank you, delegate. How would you like to use your time?
To look at
Any delegates have questions for Guatemala? Please raise your hand. Okay. Moving on, delegate of Hungary. Delegate, your time starts now.
Hungary, with its rich story and a strong understanding of water resources, recognizes the urgent need for efficient water management in metropolitan areas. Sustainable water resource management is crucial for the well-being of our population, environmental protection, and achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Hungary has developed integrated water resource management strategies that encompass the entire water cycle and prioritize the use of green infrastructure to improve stormwater management and urban resilience. However, organizations have led to increased water demand in cities, accompanied by higher population levels from industrial operations and urban runoff. Some of the water problems in our country are flooding, water population, water scarcity, groundwater depletion, and efficient water management, and many others. To solve this, we offer an extensive array of recommendations that can be promoted and put in action with the review of the UN Water Committee, in keeping with Hungary's dedication to sustainable management of urban water resources. These remedies consist of increasing capacity building activities, knowledge exchange programs, and technical assistance are what Hungary calls for in order to help other nations come up with successful water resource management plans. Integration and coordination of policies are essential at the local and national level. According to Hungary, integration refers to policies oriented towards a broader goal. while coordination is similarly located at an organization level. Water energy food nexus, which acknowledges the interdependencies and trade-offs across these sectors, is something Congress promotes. Finance mechanisms, which Congress is aware of the need of sustainable funding to enable urban water resource management that is sustainable. And finally, public engagement and water awareness.
Delegate, your time is up. Delegate of Luxembourg, the floor is yours.
Water waste is a big problem in other countries. According to Aquea, in the industry and agriculture have polluted the 70% of the rivers and the lakes in Mexico, and all that water has decreased a lot. My proposal was to make a system to recycle the water from the rain, and we would have the option to sell the water. Other thing was making a machine that goes to maintain water of the rivers and lakes clean, and we will be able to grab water of other places and always keep it clean. This can help a lot in many ways. It will maintain linear and we will have more in 5 years or less. We can save out of 15 years more. My proposal is something that can help. If you trust in me, you are going to see that I will accomplish my goal. I know we need a lot of money. We will need about $5 million, and I will need the support of all the countries in my associations. But this is an extra. The countries can help me, and later we can have more of these machines around all the world.
Thank you, Delegate. Now would you like to use your time? Okay. Any delegates have questions for New Zealand? You raise your brackets. No? Moving on, Delegate of New Zealand, the floor is yours.
Invest in new bio purification filters, ultraviolet rays are used as fast and effective method in the disinfect water for the human consumption, without using chemicals, producing adding heat or building it. According to the World Health Organization, it's a globally approved technology that guarantees the elimination of 99% of the microorganisms that cause the discomfort. This method doesn't affect the water taste, feel, or appearance. As Yawa said, is a water, the water is the best element in the world. I am offering a solution to the problem in New Zealand and the worldwide. I will invest $3 million in this project, and then if other delegates want to invest, I will try to do more filters and resolve the pollution.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
Do I check?
Thank you. Any other countries have a question for New Zealand? Use your brackets? No. Okay. Thank you. Delegate of Poland, the floor is yours.
The pollution of the other river in Poland has been a persistent and concerning issue, affecting both its ecosystem and the well-being of local communities. According to Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, the scale of this contamination is very large, so big that the other river can take years to return to a fairly normal state. This means that the river will take a large period of time to return to a normal state. The one to blame for this contamination is the industrial activity realized in the communist era. To solve this problem from the source, a water filter is required to purify the water in large quantities. This filter will be made from activated carbon, gravel, and sand. All these elements will get rid of microorganisms in the water. According to Paragon Water and CDA treatment plants, activated carbon is one of the main elements that can get rid of various bacteria and several viruses from the water, making it safe for human consumption. And in Poland, a water facility was made in order to purify the water, but because of maintenance and storage problems, it was considered unsuccessful. Even useless. However, it was restored in 2013 thanks to the European Union, becoming one of the best plants in the country. An approximate amount of $5 billion will be used as the budget for this project, and it will help not only Poland but all the countries in general. If we want to solve this problem directly from the source, it is necessary to get rid of the industrial waste near the river. Separating and reusing the materials is the best solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to use your time?
For the chair.
Thank you. Any questions for the Delegate of Poland? Moving on, Delegate of Slovak Republic, the floor is yours.
Slovakia is a problem, as well as Europe. We all need water. But the problem is that there isn't. But why? The United Nations water program has not been able to solve the problem. But the reality is that much of the rainwater that goes to the river, rain. What causes rain? The trees control about 70% of rainwater. Without trees, there is nothing to attract precipitation. That's why we request implementation of laws to protect the forests of the European continent to fight water scarcity. Currently, my nation is working on implementation of drinking water and it is working really well. According to the OECD report, 90% of the Slovakia housing has access to safe water supply. This doesn't mean it's all good, as there are still some challenges, like incentivizing drinking water and sewerage connection rates. This will help my country with the water management, but there are also water supply systems that provide the water and that need to be maintained. And the tariffs in Slovakia are still too low to recover the full cost of these systems. In general, all these solutions haven't done much to solve the problem, as there are still issues. As examples, there are countries like Venice, which are suffering from big droughts, and scientists say that these countries by lack of rain. Venice is a great example of what could happen to every other country if we continue destroying our forests. Another area that could suffer is the Amazon forest. According to The Guardian, due to deforestation in the area, rainfall can be reduced by 25% each month for each 1% of the forest loss. This may seem a little, but in reality, it is a lot of water. Let's remember that the Amazon forest has 7 million square kilometers. With the reduction, many trees will die and communities will be left without water.
Thank you, Delegate. I would like to return.
To the chair.
Any questions to the Delegate of Southern Republic? Okay. Moving on, we will have a short recess, a 10-minute recess, and delegates can come back here in 10 minutes. Okay.
Audience, make sure you meet with your person for the speech after.
Delegates, the 10-minute break is over. We will now continue into the moderate resolutions where here you could make different alliances. We'll have a 30-minute time. And how about it?
It was kind of hard experience since at first I didn't know anything about the MUN like at all. So it was a new experience. I got to learn pretty new things since we joined the classes and had different sets from all the way. It was fun and yes. Okay, well, I talk about this further. Maybe finding information since like specific information since again, it's not like a very well known country. Yeah, a lot of research. Probably the highest. However, the debate part, the debate part will have percent very 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 so really just hard to get to was really to get to point. So you have to start and you can so that's what okay I want to say you can really like we like search and so nice so that means research okay
Continuing on, delegates, we will have the presentation of the different alliances that were made. Starting off, we have OSW with Greece.
So with France, Germany, and as a little contributor, we have Australia. We did an alliance for give money to this project, and we put as a name OSW. Yes, so what this alliance is going to do is that based in the World Bank world page website, Germany is the country in Europe with the biggest economy. So this country is going to give money to less desarrolled countries so they can implement this solution. France is also going to do it, and Greece is like going to organize it. Yes. So.
Thank you, delegate. Please for questions, please raise your placards. No questions? Delegate Slovak Republic.
So Greece is its coastal areas are covered with trees. So does their solution require to deforestate the areas?
So we have like many islands. These islands already have like their infrastructure for many like for like its water pass, and we only need like as yes, it made the forest state, but just a little area, and it's to help the ecosystem in other way, and that trees may be put in other place.
Any further questions? Delegate of Poland.
Deforestation is one of the main causes of water pollution. How do you expect this deforestation to not pollute even more the water?
So this is like a controlled deforestation, and what we will do is the same like wood or materials that are taken out of this like ecosystem will help make the like plant, and they will we will like put new trees, and maybe some materials that may not be used will be moved to another place of the islands, or that materials could help in other islands to help with the infrastructure.
Any questions? Delegate of Poland.
6,000 desalination plants carried across the world produce more, more toxic sludge. How is it going to resolve the toxic sludge if only these 16,000 make a big problem for the world? Perdón. Eh, there are 6,000 desalination plants scattered across the world that produce toxic sludge. How you reduce the toxic sludge? The already 16,000 is making a problem.
Yes, so in the same description of Abengoa of this plant, they describe this process as a new process for the world, and it promises, and it has not shown that problem.
Any more questions? Slovak Republic.
As trees provide rain, with the protection of these, we will avoid problems such as sedimentation, erosion, and droughts. And we can collect rainwater for fresh water. Desalination cleans water, but trees get it and avoid the other problems as I said. So how do you plan to reduce the impact it may have on the environment?
Yes, so what this does is that, as I said, the same plant has like procedures to maintain the water in a cycle and maintain like the balance of salt, water, and of course it will take some time like to adapt some species, I think. But as always, they adapt. It may be a long process, and like I understand that you were like proposing the rain, but Greece has a Mediterranean climate, so it doesn't have like a lot of rain.
Any more questions? Derek or New Zealand?
Sorry if you already said it, but what is the name of the plant?
Because there are two already existing plants from this model. The one in the Arab Emirates is Al Tawila, and the one in Spain is AAS.
Delegate of Poland?
Many islands in Greece are populated. If by creating these several materials and elements will be discarded, how will it impact the population in general? And how can the delegate of Greece assure the security of the ocean and the organisms in it?
So first, the population, they may be more beneficiated than affected by this project, since one of the main problems in the islands are the shortage of water supplies. So with this, they will have fresh water, so that is like important for their life. And how can I assure the security? As I said, it will take like a time to adapt, but the water will be maintained in a cycle where the salt and the water levels will maintain the same. Yes, so it wouldn't affect like a lot the species.
Thank you, delegates. No more time for questions. Moving on, we have filters and climate, the FCC, with Delegate of Poland. Nobody.
Total sponsors Czech Republic, Australia, Luxembourg, New Zealand, Belgium, Poland, Slovak Republic, North Korea, Italy, Pakistan, Guatemala, El Salvador, and UK. The sponsors are finally included. Uh, uh, recommending initiatives to develop a solution based on water filters to purify water from the rivers and rainwater. We will be using, sorry, we will be using portable filters to increase sanitation and collected rainwater will undergo disposal process involving sediment and carbon filters to remove contaminants. Use light treatment to eliminate certain bacteria and organisms, electrolysis versa to remove ions and contaminants. Reverse osmosis filters to chemical impurity removal. These filters cost approximately $10,000 and reach 25,000 people. Not only having the idea, we also have the idea supporting organizations trying to eradicate climate change. It is the biggest cause of water scarcity, stating our idea of filters. To collaborate financially, the European Union has become supported because we are part of the European Union. It can reduce our costs and the government is trying to resolve it. Some organizations that can support our idea that create ecological filters are Dalton is based in Belgium. Company that manufacture water purification systems Their products use activity carbon to provide clean water and healthy to industries, promoting water conservation to rural. Alcoholis solid company begin helping manufacturing and utility filters. Their products are including domestic and commercial filters to use technology so that activate carbon in the membrane to remove contaminants and products.
Thank you, Delegate. Any questions to the Delegate of Belgium? Delegate of Greece?
The rule of reservoirs often involves affecting natural landscapes and ecosystems. These can have adverse effects on local biodiversity, habitats, and water quality. How do you plan to make your solution without these factors? The rule of reservoirs could affect the ecosystems and some the local biodiversity, habitat, and water quality. And since Belgium is a country with a lot of like urban areas, how would you find like the space to affect less like the natural areas?
Many are reputable good in some national cities, but some things that are not affect our environment and diversity are the machines that Luxembourg is trying to design that is helping to the water and other contaminants. Also, the things we are using are ecological, they preserve the biodiversity good. Also, instead of not helping, as you said, it helps to the biodiversity because we are helping to clean the water helping species like fish, invertebrates, etc.
Any other questions? Further questions? Delegate of Slovak Republic?
Where will you place these filters? Where will you place these filters?
Well, like I said, we put it in rivers and in the cities, and where there are scarcity problems. Also, the maintenance of these is of 1 330 and depends on the areas because of humidity, the droughts, contaminations can make the problems of the operations more important.
Any more questions? Delegate of Australia?
How do you make sure that the water will get to the correct
Please,
areas?
areas personal pronouns.
How this solution will make sure to the water to get to correct areas?
Opt for certified water filters to meet established environment and health standards. Also ensure to follow instructions regarding to the proper filter maintenance, including regular replacements of the filters that are safe because of this depends on the where it is located and it costs like 330 until 2,500.
Thank you. Any more questions? Delegate of France?
To the delegate of Luxembourg, how will you ensure that structures help the design and construction of reservoirs involve engineering complexities? Factors such as geology, hydrology, and seismic activity must be considered to ensure that structures are safe.
Delegate of Czech Republic?
As I said before, our structure of water filters and production of the system Luxembourg is trying to establish, it will be established by the UN organization, also to establish the environment and health standards, of course, also the manufacturing and the construction for the assessment as an option.
Thank you, Delegate. Any more questions? Delegate of Greece?
Just a question, like, I understand that your plan is,
Please do not use personal pronouns.
yes, the plan that was proposed, it was water bodies, like, it will, like, in which water bodies would you use, like, the machines?
No personal pronouns.
Rivers, lakes, or
As we say, different countries are implementing different ideas for the future. Especially Luxembourg is also a machine that goes into the water. Ours more are feeding personal, like they are putting in tanks for defiltrating the water. And as we say, we can use many of the waters like rivers, filters, but it depends on the filter we are using and which type we use.
Any further questions? Delegate Poland? Delegate Greece?
The delegate of Poland also wants to add that the filters will be also placed near the other river, which is contaminated by different chemicals such as benzopyrene, and the Baltic Sea, which is also contaminated by various plastics and other things such as viruses, parasites, and bacteria.
as understanding, you are
No
making.
personal pronouns.
So the machine that is being proposed, it will be only, like, what is, like, the plan to make it that it to be in the other countries. Like, if you will send, like, you will sell, like, the blueprints, or Luxembourg is going to produce them.
Many of our countries already produce filters. Luxembourg has an idea, but Hungary is also especially in technologies as that. Also Finland, like I said, is to resolve the climate change from the root. The water scarcity from the root, we need to resolve climate change. There is a focus on Finland and Slovak Republic. My country that produce filters and have organizations for produce filters ecologically, but of course we will send it for other countries. For example, Guatemala, there is the other part of the country, or the other parts of the world. So yes, we will send it. We try always to maintain our filters and maintenance and our our trips to countries ecological because we don't want to help to climate change because say it's a major factor of our scarcity.
Any further questions? Delegate of France, Australia, and Greece.
To Czech Republic, what does the plan help against the water pollution? Because a lot of factors make this, and also how this will make sure that no water will be wasted during the process of the storage and all that.
To the delegate of Czech Republic, how will you ensure that the river will be clean if people will be throwing trash to environment getting into the rivers? This will make the river to always have trash, making your project to don't have sense.
Well, one solution is that we are going to educate people to not throw trash, like we're going to go to college and any school, we're going to educate them to not throw trash. Is one of our solutions that I am doing.
Delegate of Australia. Delegate of Australia.
I'm going to repeat the question. What does the plan help against water pollution? Because a lot of factors make this, and also how this will make sure that that no water will be wasted during the process.
Delegate Golden, your response.
Well, the majority of our countries has a the right to preserve the water and many laws. So also for the public and as I say, the organizations based on Slovak and Republic and Finland is having organizations for the climate and educate to the country that problems we're having and to promote the climate change and don't waste water and contaminants.
Thank you. Any further, Delegate of Greece?
Two things. The first one, you about the
We not use personal problems.
about the commercialization of the like machine. This will be only for countries in your alliance, or it will be for other countries. And if how would you sell it? Would you donate it? And second, education has been a part of all the world. It's been a movement that's been promoted, but in countries in your alliance.
No personal problems.
In countries of the alliance, you have it you can the problem of this is the people of low resources that has no access to education. So if you can guarantee access to them in rural areas, and that it wouldn't work. And if you have a plan for this, how much time it will take and money.
¿Cuál era la primera pregunta? Dos. Ah, alliance. No, it's not only for our alliance. It's for all our who try to reach each country. Of course, it depends on the contamination you have, how many filters you need. Because, like I said, one filter can cover 1,000 persons. It depends on how many people you're having meeting or station. And the other question of the education. From my education, we would have like this organization, like I said, Slovak Republic and Finland, if they have something to add. All of the countries will give you some money for help providers, no, for persons with limited resources to get that education they need for preserve water in all the world. But Slovak Republic and Finland can add because they are the principals for the organization.
So to educate people, we also will put like penalties in which they will have to do community service to replant the trees. We also will put like rangers in the forest to protect them and reduce to the maximum the damage they can do to the green areas.
Thank you, Delegate of Greece.
With the machines, another two things, with the machines, in case they malfunction or they generate a bigger problem, who will be responsible for that? And second, in the education thing, if you put if you put like a fee, and since we are talking about people of low resources, wouldn't this like affect them more? And education is a program like it's like trying to be implemented in all the world. So what are you going to make different so people will take like more conscience, more care of this?
First, for not have the problem, we will maintain these filters before, and we have to check every 6 months. And for the maintenance of these filters, it needs to be annually for check if anything is bad. But almost all the filters do not produce any bad if they're in the ocean or something like that. They just malfunction and stop working. And
Yes, que la educación es constante porque se hace y que van haciendo diferente.
Well, the organization is good money to get it has the things necessary for education. So the person who need the resources will have all free education for this type of education and know for where they're studying, because it's important to make persons and people all around the world conscious about the problem that's happening in this domain.
Thank you, delegates. The space for questions has been closed. We will continue with the voting process. Okay. Now, the delegates who vote for the alliance of UWS, please raise your placards. All in favor? Okay. Thank you, delegates. And those who are opposed? Looking at the votes, this motion does not pass. Moving on to the FCC, the delegates who are in favor of this, please raise your placards. The delegates who are against this one. Looking at the votes, this motion does pass. And yeah, the FCC has seen a solution. And I now declare as chair of the UN Water, this session closed. Thank you very much.